Lexie Hull actually saw the floor. And what happened when Lexie Hull played more than like 4 minutes? Oh, the Rose win, first of all.
In a game that will be remembered for its dramatic shift in momentum and unforgettable individual performances, the stage was set for a clash that redefined expectations. During a pivotal matchup that many predicted would showcase Angel Reese's prowess, it was instead Lexie Hull who stole the spotlight, a performance that not only delivered on the promise of her extensive skill set, but also redefined the narrative surrounding her team's season. In this detailed analysis, originally discussed by our YouTube channel, we delve into the minute-by-minute developments of this extraordinary contest, the contrast between two very different playing styles, and the far-reaching implications for the team and league as a whole. From the opening tip-off, it was evident that something was amiss. While critics and fans alike had pinned their hopes on Angel Reese as the season's savior, the unexpected brilliance of Lexie Hull emerged as the defining storyline. Lexie Hull, who had been relatively quiet in the first few minutes of play, found herself in the perfect scenario to demonstrate why she is considered one of the league's most dangerous shooters and a master of the 3-on-3 format.
Reese had a horrific game. Like a terrible.
The crowd's roar and the team's mounting excitement were a prelude to what would become an unforgettable performance. The game's narrative, as observed by our YouTube channel commentators, revolved around a dramatic role reversal. There was a time when Angel Reese was the one leading the charge, boasting double-double statistics that many argued underscored her importance to the team. However, the match took an unexpected twist as the bench came alive with the emergence of Lexie Hull, a player who had long been touted as having latent potential, now fully realized on the court. The transformation was swift and absolute. Lexie Hull's performance was nothing short of sensational. In a matter of minutes, she not only silenced critics who doubted her consistency, but also put on a clinic of precision basketball. In this game, Hull managed to score 19 points with an 8 for 11 shooting accuracy from the field.
Lexie Hull goes 8 for 11 from the field and has 19 points, 3 assists, and 3 boards. 19, 3, and 3. She was the top scorer.
Her contributions did not end with scoring. She was equally influential in her playmaking, registering 3 assists and snagging 3 rebounds. This stat line, when paired with her fearless approach and ability to remain composed under pressure, showcased the sheer versatility of her game. Hull's ability to thrive in the chaos of a fast-paced environment was on full display. The team had been struggling with an offense that at times appeared to be overly reliant on Angel Reese's traditional post-up play. Instead, Hull's performance was a revelation, a reminder that success in modern basketball hinges on dynamic, efficient playmaking and the capacity to adapt quickly to evolving game situations. She drove to the basket with aggression, hit clutch 3-pointers, and set an example for her teammates with her relentless work ethic on both ends of the floor. What was perhaps most striking was Hull's transformation from a bench warmer, a player who, in previous games, had seen only minimal minutes on the court, into the focal point of the offense. With just a few minutes on the floor, she turned the tide for her team, highlighting an undeniable truth. Sometimes it takes a sudden burst of opportunity for raw talent to flourish. The commentary from our YouTube channel noted that Hull's performance was reminiscent of a seasoned veteran stepping in when the team needed a spark the most, a fact underscored by her precise shooting and quick decision-making.
She's in form. She really is. She's absolutely delivering on that double-double. That's right, points, rebounds.
Angel Reese's season had been built on the promise of double-doubles and a style of play that, on paper, was admirable. The numbers, double-digit points and rebounds, were impressive at a glance. Yet, as our YouTube channel's analysis pointed out, these statistics could not mask the underlying inefficiencies. Reese's style was often marred by poor decision-making, sluggish movement, and a propensity to commit turnovers at crucial moments. In stark contrast, Lexie Hull's approach was marked by efficiency, creativity, and an understanding of modern basketball dynamics. Her ability to read the game, move without the ball, and find open spaces not only improved her individual performance, but also elevated the overall play of her team. While Reese's attempts at traditional post play seemed outdated in a league that prized speed and agility, Hull's contributions were both timely and tactically sound. Her performance was a masterclass in how to orchestrate offense in a manner that is both effective and exhilarating to watch. The disparity in their performances was further underscored by their differing roles on the court. Reese, who had once been seen as the anchor of the team's offense, was noticeably less effective when the pressure of the game mounted.
And of course, losses. Just in the same way that the Chicago Sky melted last year when her double-double streak started.
Defensively, Hull's performance was a revelation. She was everywhere on the court, tracking back on defense, contesting shots, and preventing her opponents from getting into comfortable positions. The commentary from our YouTube channel likened her defensive efforts to that of a seasoned veteran, one who not only understands the nuances of the game, but also executes them with precision. In contrast, Angel Reese's defensive efforts were marked by sluggishness and a lack of coordination, further highlighting the widening gap between the two players. The statistical disparity was evident. While Hull contributed a balanced mix of scoring, assists, and rebounds, Reese's limited time on the court was marred by turnovers and inefficiencies. It was as if every time Reese touched the ball, there was a risk factor that could derail the team's momentum. Meanwhile, Hull's composure and smart playmaking ensured that every possession was maximized, setting the tone for the entire team. One of the most compelling aspects of Lexie Hull's performance was the intangible leadership she brought to the court. Beyond the measurable statistics, there was an aura of confidence and determination that seemed to galvanize her teammates. In sports, leadership is often best judged not by numbers alone, but by the way a player elevates the performance of those around them. Hull's energy was contagious, a fact that did not go unnoticed by both fans and critics alike. This leadership was particularly important given the context of the game.
And I do think with her barely playing those first two games, I don't think she did anything wrong. Like I even said at the time where I'm like, it's literally just the style of play their coach is trying to play.
The team had been struggling to find a consistent identity, with offensive strategies that felt stale and repetitive. With Reese's reliance on the traditional pick and roll and post-up tactics failing to inspire confidence, the emergence of Hull's dynamic play offered a refreshing alternative. Her ability to read the game, create opportunities for her teammates, and take over when it mattered most was a stark reminder that true leadership often comes from unexpected places. Moreover, Hull's performance carried implications for the broader league. In an era where adaptability and efficiency are prized above all, her skill set positions her as a potential future star not only at the collegiate level, but also in professional leagues. Analysts have already begun speculating about her fit within top-tier teams, where her shooting and defensive acumen could translate into significant success.
And it was all within like the flow of whatever offense you run in Unrivaled. And also, she's obviously a really freaking good.
The prospect of her joining forces with established stars and further refining her game is one that excites fans and experts alike. In today's digital age, performances of this magnitude do not go unnoticed on social media. Following the game, online platforms erupted with reactions, memes, and heated debates regarding the contrasting styles of Lexie Hull and Angel Reese. Our YouTube channel was no exception. Commentators and fans alike were quick to share their thoughts on how Hull's performance not only redeemed her status, but also exposed the fundamental flaws in Reese's game. Critics took aim at Reese's persistent reliance on outdated tactics. One Savage post, for example, described her turnovers as a circus act gone wrong, while others joked that her layups resembled a cruel joke on basketball. The barrage of commentary was not merely criticism for the sake of it. It reflected a growing sentiment among fans that the team's current strategy was unsustainable. The social media backlash was a powerful indicator that fans were ready for change, and they were prepared to rally behind a player who embodied the modern, dynamic style of play. The call for change was clear. It was time to pivot from a system that glorified the old-school stat padding of double-doubles to one that emphasized fluidity, efficiency, and a team-first approach.
Imagine missed layups from last night. Man, I mean, what is really going on here? You see that? And then right, whatever that is.
Lexie Hull, with her dazzling performance and undeniable leadership, had become the poster child for this new direction. For the team's management and coaching staff, the lesson was stark and unambiguous. Clinging to a strategy that no longer served the team's best interests could lead to continued losses and growing frustration among supporters. Looking ahead, the implications of this game extend far beyond the immediate win. For Lexie Hull, This performance was a definitive statement of intent, a signal that she is ready to take on a much larger role and redefine what it means to be a leader on the court. Her efficiency, combined with her relentless drive and basketball IQ, positions her as a key asset for any team looking to thrive in today's fast-paced environment. Conversely, Angel Reese's struggles serve as a cautionary tale about the dangers of relying too heavily on outdated strategies. If she hopes to remain relevant, significant adjustments will be required both in terms of her individual approach and in how she fits into the team's evolving dynamics.